Look, nobody cares if you're popular. Fame is such an interesting concept when you think about it. People feel some possible connection with someone of celebrity. It can lead to some interesting outcomes for sure. With the onset of social media, suddenly anyone could be a celebrity. But what does that even mean? And more to the point, why? Why are we so obsessed with the lives of others? Why is being popular important? Is it escapism? Do we project ourselves into the personas of others because we envy their successes? Life is very real for everyone. It may seem glamorous being sought after by photographers simply for doing something cool as your day job, but that's only because there's no frame of reference for the contributions we all make every day. Look, there are entire television franchises solely focused on getting exposure for one reason or another. How many of these things focus on things that add to society, though? Is it jealousy? Can it be a case of wanting something you see in someone else so badly that you become obsessed with it? Seems logical to assume. Each of our talents are unique, though. That's not always an easy plane to land with yourself, let alone with others. Technologists rarely achieve notoriety. For every major technological breakthrough that gets public attention, there are dozens, if not hundreds, perhaps thousands of people involved in that success. The Internet Engineering Task Force, or IETF, boasts participation from over 7,000 people globally each year. People focused on making this internet platform better for everyone. Does anyone care about the person who invented the GIF? Steve Wilhite worked for a company called CompuServe, which was the functional equivalent of the internet for many back in the 90s. He led a team that in 1987 developed an image format focused on efficiency of delivery without degradation in the quality of the image itself. It wasn't until 12 years after Steve retired that his contribution to the cultural lexicon even received its proper recognition in the form of a Webby Award. Similarly, most engineers exist in the smaller, industry or even company specific communities. Rarely do contributions rise to the level that the GIF format was able to achieve, and it's exceedingly rarer still for there to be any kind of artistic crossover. Technology is a means to an end, not an end in itself. Creators use tech to capture compelling video of themselves doing things to reach broader audiences. Engineers create tools, sometimes born of curiosity, but more often as part of our daily work. We display our talents to solve problems. It's a dated reference, but no one ever really thought that Dr. Dre was the person with the soldering gun and the oscilloscope who created those headphones, did they? No. Rather, Dr. Dre was the cultural touchstone that was needed to boost the brand popularity of those devices. Now, as a tech-focused creator, sorta, it's an interesting model to work with. Though far from a sustainable model for the longer term, one could do things like talk about the various development projects they work on or dream of working on. Is there really an audience of burgeoning computer engineers eager to learn techniques that were instantly outdated with the advent of AI? Doubtful. Would anyone really care to see the steps necessary to recreate that bit of magic? Time progressed 45 years where things that took place over the course of days and weeks unfold before their very eyes in a 30-ish second demo where AI is doing all the heavy lifting? It's hard to say. Maybe time will tell there. One could also talk about the other creators out there. People whose artistic contributions to society are clearly on display. People who build things and fix things and explain things for the rest of us to understand. Is that going to build an audience of one's own, though? Does anyone care if anybody cares? It seems, though, that more people care every day. Realizing there is anyone out there who wants to listen helps so much, and then to realize it's turning into a bit of an audience is somewhat staggering. There's no limit to the gratitude I feel when someone new happens by and subscribes for more of these wanderings of mine. Work is ongoing to make things more engaging. Resources are limited, but hey, maybe you've got some ideas. You'll never hear begging for likes or subscribes here, but that does not mean each one of them is not personally touching. And that's pretty cool. Take care.